Hello, my name is Rubin Zemon. I'm from North Macedonia, and this video clip is actually recorded in Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia. It's my big pleasure to be a part of this valuable conference devoted to municipalities, organized by or the chair of the committee by my very big friend Faris Khalili from Azerbaijan, and I wish you that you have a very successful conference. So this my presentation will be one kind of uh, state of play about the situation with the municipalities in the Republic of North Macedonia, which has 1,645 villages and 34 cities. They are organized or divided on 80 municipalities from the year 2019. From 2004, there were 84 municipalities. Previously, the number of municipalities was also 124. During the period of Yugoslavia, local self-government was organized on two levels, regional and local. For example, in the period from 1952 to 1945, the Republic of Socialist Macedonia had a multi-level administration division. It was divided on 18 districts, then into 24 urban cities municipalities, and plus Skopje, and 2005 rural municipalities. The Ohrid Framework Agreement for 2001 is an important cornerstone for starting the decentralization process in North Macedonia. As a result of the Ohrid Framework Agreement, the law of local self-government was adopted in 2002. Then the law of territorial organization of the local self-government, the law on the city of Skopje, and the law of financing the local self-government units in 2004, which constitute the most important legal acts for the operation of local government units and implementation of the decentralization process. As a result of these laws, the number of local self-government units was reduced to 84, plus the city of Skopje. In 2005, began the delegation of the competencies to local self-government units, as well as the fiscal decentralization. Other important laws which influenced the establishment and promotion of local self-government and decentralization are the law on balanced regional development from 2007, the law of inter-municipality cooperation from 2009, as well as the law on the state inspectorate for the local self-government from 2010. Until 2012, all the communities, with the exception of the municipality of Plasnica, have entered the second phase of fiscal decentralization, which means that they administer the decentralized competencies in the areas of culture, education, child, and social care. In 2014, the number of local self-government units was reduced to 80 plus the city of Skopje. In accordance with the government program from 2019, in the course of the year, of the Ministry of Local Self-Government has been tasked with assessing the implementation of the law of local self-government in order to double-check whether its general or specific objectives has been adopted. The assessment is expected to provide clear indicators about the impact of this law on the development of self-governments and in line with the results of the assessment to propose measures for improving the functionality of the local self-government system. However, having in mind that this is a systematic law, any amendments will cause further changes and amendments to other laws that regulates various aspects of the local self-government. The fact that since 2002 amendments have been made in some hundreds sectoral laws and secondary legislation that reflects the new competencies of local self-government units in accordance with the law of local self-government illustrates in itself the complexity of the decentralization process. Looking back, all the legal acts in the area of local self-governments have been subject of continuous changes, and precisely these frequent amendments to the legal frameworks are clear indicators of the changing dynamic and the stable environment in which the local self-government is developing. Contrary to this, according to the same research, the legal framework that regulates areas related to the balanced regional social economic development and involvement and inclusion, besides the challenges in the general implementation of decentralization and balanced economic development, places importance on the inclusive approach to the local government. The quality of services of the local level entails accountable municipalities with appropriate human and financial capacity. The local self-government units in North Macedonia largely do not have sufficient funds to successfully carry out their legal competencies and provide quality service to the city. This reflects into the degree of socio-economic development in the municipalities and illustrate the differences between mainly the national capital Skopje and the rest of municipalities among rural and urban communities, whereby the municipalities outside Skopje and the rural ones did not a lower living standard. Besides the lack of appropriate capacities of municipalities, another area of weakness is a lack of transparency and accountability in their work. One very important finding in this area is the lack of the transparency in the distribution of capital investment. This is significant as the absence of a clear procedures means that fund disbursements for capital involvements most often does not follow the objective criteria but political or other type of influence. There are many ways of improving social cohesion, especially among youth in multicultural environments, one of which are the joint sport activities. Such events will improve interethnic tolerance. Other ways are, on one hand, enabling of creating equal conditions for learning the Macedonian language, as well as the learning of Albanian and the languages of other communities for the ethnic Macedonians. This idea originates from the ERI research, Institute for Republican, International Republican Institute, research showing that 87% of respondents speaks Macedonian, while the use of other languages is a lot lower. The state of play in the area of local self-government demonstrated the main challenges faced by the level of government. In addition to the series of reforms undertaken by the Ohrid Framework Agreement, the constitutional changes in 2001, of which the centralization of power was crucial, the local government has failed in delivering the declarative commitments for creating an ambience and environment for practical local democracy. Several main conclusions resulting from the analysis are absence of functional mechanism for cooperation and exchange between the local self-government, absence of partner relationship between municipalities and the civil society, low level of transparency of municipalities, weak capacities of municipalities for delivering high-quality services, neglected mix of different groups of citizens at the local level, especially of marginalized communities. What is needed is providing equal access to local services for all citizens, regardless of their social and economic status, sex, ethnicity, and regional affiliation, and religious affiliation, and especially for the marginalized and vulnerable groups, at the same time strengthening the capacities of partnership of municipalities for them to better service the needs of the local population. So this is my brief presentation about the state of play regarding the situation with the municipalities in North Macedonia. I hope that this presentation was useful for your knowledge and exchanging of experience. And again, I wish you a very successful conference. Goodbye.